Go. There I am. I was like, what happened? Hey, all right. All right, friends. So April numbers for the East Side and King County are a little bit mixed. Over the last 3 months, we've seen only a slight increase in inventory, but a huge increase in activity. April, the total active listings in King County increased only 8% year over year from 2,500. Oh, I'm sorry, for 2,700, up just a little bit from 2,500. However, on the east side, inventory decreased down 9.32% compared to April of 2022. Now, an increase of inventory is always expected at this time of year. However, it appears that many homeowners are holding on to their low interest mortgage rates. Many potential move up buyers and those looking to downsize are maybe not making that move. Here's what that's causing is our median sales prices are going up, and that's mostly because supply is so low. So in King County, year over year prices were up 10%, and the months of inventory dipped down to 1.27. So that's like basically 5 weeks of inventory. Overall, the East Side market is hot, with April 2023's inventory down to less than a month. So under a month of inventory on the East Side. And I believe our home prices on the East Side, am I going to talk about that later? Home prices on the East Side were up, ooh, shoot, I think it's 16%. So 10% in King County, 16% there. The spring housing market in King County, it definitely represents advantages for sellers. The benefit is less competition due to low inventory levels. However, the overall market is showing some spots that aren't as hot, and I think it's not just low inventory, but we're actually seeing a little bit fewer motivated buyers in the market, and that's due to what I mentioned in the beginning, which is some of those folks that would be move up buyers right now are deciding to just go ahead and hang on to those lower interest rates. So depending on location, the price point is going to make a difference. I did bring in some visuals today, so I thought I would share that with you. Let's see. Oh, that looks better. So if we take a look at our King County, so there's our King County prices at 10% up. The amount of inventory is 10% up. Let's go to prices. So one thing I like to kind of show on prices is the closed sales price. Sales price. Oh, it's all over on the right. So King County's median home price, 837,000. Snohomish is 845,000. So that's pretty close for Snohomish and King County to be that close. Generally speaking, Snohomish County would be much higher, or excuse me, much lower. But what we're seeing is a fair amount of people that are looking for affordability are moving to the Snohomish area, and the Snohomish area is then seeing that impact in raise of home rates. Now, I will show you days on market. So we talked about how many months of inventory. So this is also not just a months of inventory, but this is about how long it takes a home to sell in the marketplace. And I think that median days on market is a little misleading. So let's actually look at the average days on market. So that makes a little bit more sense because you've got some homes, and that's why we use the median is kind of get a general sense. According to statistical analysis, median means you've got half the numbers above and half the numbers below that baseline, whereas an average is you take all those numbers together, divided by the total amount of numbers, and you get that. I prefer to show the average days on market because depending on the location, you could be in that 5 days regular, or you could be in that area in between. So I hate to over promise when it comes to that. What else can I show you? This is kind of a good thing for sellers to know is the average amount of showings, average amount of showings to sales is 16 in King County and 11 in Snohomish. So if you're listing a home and your home is, gets about 16 showings, you can expect, and actually according to the National Association of Realtors, for every 12 showings by a qualified buyer, that means what we equate that to is somebody who is pre-approved, has a pre-approval letter, is working with a real estate agent. And these numbers represent scheduled appointments in the system. So this kind of can give you an idea. So if you list a home and there's immediate interest and you exceed 16 tours in 3 to 4 days, well, essentially what you're getting at is for every, I would say 12 to 16, you can expect one offer. So if there's 30 people through on a Saturday, that's 2 potential offers. 30 people through on a Sunday, some of those are second looks from the first, but maybe I would add 1 more there, so it could be 3. So essentially what we're looking at this year for a market is we are headed for a market as we're heading into graduation season. There's going to be a little bit of a lull in the market, which we're experiencing that right now. But in our mortgage moment segment, we'll kind of talk about where people are actually starting to make that move and where we can see the bulk of the activity, which I believe is going to be from late June to mid-July, mid-August. So really, buyers, here's what all of these numbers mean for you: is be pre-approved, be ready to go, and be willing to be flexible if you're looking for a home that is going to appreciate roughly between 10 and 16% next year. Okay, because if I go to sales price and I show 10 and I show Snohomish 6, on the east side, that number is going to be higher. So the expectation, let's just keep it at 6. So if you want to capitalize on 6% appreciation, that's the reason for moving. So be serious, be prepared, and be flexible. Sellers, also be compelling. And we're going to have in our third segment, when we talk to Linda, we're going to be talking about how to make that interior livable, clutter-free, and also appeal to future buyers. And the more future buyers we can appeal to, the better. All right, so it's a mixed message for buyers. It's going to be a challenging year again. However, there are absolute positive reasons to make a move now. And for sellers, be compelling, be ready to go. And that's your Real Talk segment for today. Thanks for watching. We'll be back after this short break with our mortgage moment with our good friend Tucker.